is good, y'all? It's your boy Tom back here with another video. In this video today, we're going to be reacting to DBG ranking the best power forwards in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. Now, I came out with my top 10 list earlier, and trust me when I say the power forward position is absolutely terrible. The probably worst position that we've seen so far. But if you are new to my channel, please smash the subscribe button as we're on the road to 35,000 subscribers. Also, huge shout out to my guy DBG. The link to this video and his channel will be down below in the description, so make sure to go check that out. And let's see where DBG ranks these power forwards. Like I said,
the power forward position is god awful. I'm telling you right now, it is.
That's literally what I just said. It's bad.
It's really
it's bad. Yeah, it's bad.
This is like worse than small forwards in like January.
This position is bad. This position is very, very bad.
When the only good ones were Grant Hill and Lamar Odom. Like, it was mad. Like,
small forward position was weak last year because I remember at 250 time it was bad, man.
I was looking through all the positions. There's a lot of great centers. There is a lot. There are a lot of great point guards.
Point guards is strong, man.
A lot of great small forwards. Not many great
power forwards. Bad. I was trying so hard to get my list done.
You're gonna see some not very good cards in quite high positions.
You will. You have to.
But anyway, let's get on.
You have to.
Paul Millsap first. Yep, Millsap is on this list. That kind of sums all of this up.
If Paul Millsap is in C, I just don't know where we're going with this list, DBG. Like, that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to sit here and say Paul Millsap is bad, but if he's in C...
Well, you know what? Millsap's not even going into the worst list here. He's actually not half bad.
I mean, he's a 79 overall goal.
I was pleasantly surprised.
I would never use Paul Millsap, ever.
I don't think he's a game changer by any means.
I want to see who's going to be worth it.
I used him at the start of the year, and he did a fine job. I actually used him in a couple of challenges.
I'm guessing he has quite a few badges.
I used him in, like, my 10K squad. Yeah, he's not as good. Not as good now since the...
He's probably worthless. Let's be honest with ourselves. Like,
basically, what 2K did by patching stick shooting meant that it is impossible now to shoot the ball in most game modes except for unlimited and limited with anyone that doesn't have any badges. It used to be you couldn't shoot with them with the button, but if you knew how to use the stick, you could shoot with them with the stick, which is why Millsap was really good. And Millsap's garbage now.
And like, I noticed with stick shooting, even if they didn't have good releases, you could still green it on a pretty consistent basis. That's something I noticed.
Is going to be garbage shooting wise now. But I'm going to put him C. I don't think he's awful.
C? I'm intrigued where we're going with this. I'm intrigued where we're going with this, man. I'm intrigued.
Blake Griffin.
Ew.
He dunks a bit. Oh, I tried to use him in one of the challenges to dunk him, and he's very good.
Ew. That card is terrible.
So yeah, that's kind of where I'm putting him. Kind of half considering, do I put him C or D?
What?
He has potentially moved up. I'm gonna put him D.
This dude is a bona fide scrub.
Anthony Davis.
A. At least A.
Compared to the power forwards, not very good.
He's good. He's fine. What do you mean? He's 6'10", 7'4", 7'5" wingspan, good defender. He's fine.
Definitely on top tier.
For power forwards, he is. He's
not
good.
A very good card. I really think this card is weak. Doesn't really do anything for me. Doesn't shoot the ball well.
What's wrong with AD? He's a great defensive player.
Doesn't rebound well. Pretty decent on defense, but not exceptional on defense.
DBG does not like good defenders. So, it's confirmed, man. It's confirmed.
Giannis, obvious inclusion.
Giannis is so good.
Tier. I don't think there will be a more obvious inclusion in
any
tier on this list. S tier is without question going to...
Oh yeah, Giannis is incredible. He's better at center in my opinion. He's incredible.
Struggling to speak a little bit. But Giannis Antetokounmpo, absolute...
He's so good. He's so good, man.
Again, if you play meter off, you can actually green from the corners because of how good his release is.
I mean, it's still tough, though.
Back in the day,
it's tough to green with him. He has a 65
Like, I'm saying back in the day, but I mean, like, before Monday.
It is important to remember this list came out 3 or 4 days ago, too.
Like, today's Wednesday.
You know, that's something to take into consideration as well, but we really haven't seen much since then.
So, if this was a weekend, Giannis would be even higher.
The only guy that might not be on here is Luis Scola, but he'd probably be A for me. I don't know.
Aaron Gordon, similar to Blake, he's not awful. Like, he's not going into worthless here. I'm telling you, he's not going worthless. He's not awful.
I'm interested to see who goes in worthless, man.
Boyan's going Millsap tier. Boyan's nice.
Boyan's not bad. He at least can shoot.
I wouldn't play a power forward, but he's good.
He at least is a good shooter. He's fine. Yeah, I'll agree with that one.
He shoots well. There's not much.
He's gonna be able to shoot, you know. Not
down
some shots.
Sabonis.
No way he's that high. Move him down.
He's got a decent amount of height.
Sabonis. You're hovering over C tier with Sabonis. What is he doing on the court for you?
I'd play
him down.
Put him C.
Good.
Shoot it a little bit. You can play at the 5. So
move him down.
Siakam. Siakam's got that length, man.
Siakam's pretty good. I would say B is right for him.
He's
B is right. Yeah.
He is not. Again, Siakam
he's good.
Can play a little bit. Again, if this was
Siakam is good.
If this was a small forward position, he wouldn't.
Power forward's so weak, man.
B tier maybe, but it's a weak. I'm decent shooter. Go to put him in B tier. Tatum A.
Wow, that one surprises me. That one surprised me quite a bit. I'm not gonna say I don't like Tatum. I don't mind Tatum, but I think he belongs in B tier with Siakam. I'll take AD over Tatum by far. I don't even think it's close.
Can do a bit of everything. Tatum is A tier. Again, a weak position, which is why
it is a weak position. I'm going to be intrigued to see where he puts a guy like Dennis Rodman, because that's really where you got to prioritize defense. Really,
for power forwards,
I don't know. Who are you taking, Dennis Rodman or a guy like Jason Tatum? I don't know.
John Collins.
C probably. I don't know.
I'm putting John Collins in B. I actually think he's athletic. He's not a good defender. He's athletic. He can.
None of these guys are good. DBG confirmed hates good defense.
Rebound
confirmed.
As well as anyone, because defense rebounds broken.
For me, he'd probably be C.
He's a competent. Yeah, I'm gonna put John Collins in B.
He's fine though. I mean, he can
Kevin
shoot.
Durant Kevin Garnett fully evoed.
He's not good.
C, can't shoot.
He is
really
not
good
good
at defense though. I will be the first to say that he's a really good.
But he's just overall basically unplayable.
I'm not gonna put him anywhere near the worst here.
He's bad.
He does do something well, but I'm gonna put him there.
Very bad.
Zion Williamson B. I like Zion.
Zion's not bad. It's just he's 6'6", I think, and he can't really shoot.
I don't know what it is with Zion. He's got a 73 ball, but it feels like it's been a 95.
Okay, it doesn't feel like a 95. Maybe like a 75.
Exaggeration. It feels like it's a 95 in unlimited. It's like
I guess
Jimmy Butler has a less than 70 rated 3, but
his 3-ball greens everything, man. Jimmy Butler does green everything.
Giannis was a bit like that. Mo Cheeks was like that. Back in the day when, back pre-patch, Zion didn't miss.
Pre-patch, Jimmy Butler with the stick.
Pre-patch, I would be half contemplating Zion here.
Yo, relax.
Pre-patch, I'm gonna put him B.
Relax. B is right.
He's shoot stick. Sekou. What badge? Is it gold?
Is this a gold? No, this is a domination. 84 overall. He doesn't have a high 3-ball. I'd put him in C probably.
Terminator to Sekou hasn't gold.
He might be B, but he can't shoot that well.
Or something.
His 3-ball is pretty low.
On offense. Isaac Austin, our first worthless card. He's so bad.
He is bad.
I've never heard of him in my life.
There was a challenge for him. So in that, there is a challenge for Isaac Austin. So if you really want to get technical, he's not necessarily worthless because you can get XP out of him, but he is very bad. Carl Landry's a bona fide scrub. Get him off my screen. Get him off my screen. They're terrible.
Myers Leonard.
Do not put him in it. No. Good Lord. There is no chance Myers Leonard is Anthony Davis's level. There's no chance. He's slow.
He is. He just is.
He's not.
If you play him in unlimited, the dude doesn't miss.
He can shoot, but that's legitimately all he can do. Defensively, he's an absolute liability.
He doesn't miss from the corners.
An absolute liability.
He releases money.
I disagree.
Get rebounds for some reason. He blocks shots for some reason.
I disagree.
He's A tier. Again,
I disagree.
If I play him at center, and he'd probably be a B or a C tier center. But power forwards are awful, so he's going up here.
He's not Anthony Davis's level.
He's Favors. D, he rebounds well enough to not put him worthless, but
what is he doing, man? Drew Gooden. I mean, he could shoot.
Mid-range. Really good mid-range, so I'm going to put him in C.
I'm going to say he can at least shoot a little bit.
He does belong there. Tom Sanders. Good defensively. He's so bad on offense.
Tom Sanders, ew.
I'm sorry, I can't. He is. Don't get me wrong,
it's going to be intriguing to see where he puts Kenyon Martin. I'm intrigued for that.
Man, at least Kevin Garnett is 6'11". I can dunk. Tom Sanders is 6'6". He's just not it.
Tom Sanders is bad.
He is just not
He's terrible.
And it's weird. I'm not sure. When was the last time we got Tom Sanders in 2K game?
I do not know when the last time was.
Basically, like a lock in Pro-Am. I used to just play him and try to hide him as much as possible and just put him guarding you.
You can't hide anybody in unlimited.
He's playing point guard.
You can't. It's tough because everybody 5 outs basically.
When the 1-3-1 zone days. He's the
top 1-3-1 zone used to be fun.
He's a god. Hot rod.
Imagine playing a 1-3-1 with Giannis at the top of the zone. Woo!
I've used him once or twice. Hot Rod.
Ew.
Very good.
Hot Rod, he's terrible.
He's not awful, not good. Nene.
Why is Sabonis in C tier? I'm confused.
Again.
Okay, Nene is not good, but when you compare him and Sabonis, who are you taking? I'm probably going to take Nene.
He can hit middies.
I mean, that's the thing.
Post game's worthless, so.
I don't know.
I don't know where to put.
The C and D tier are bad. Like, they're just both, they should be grouped together. I don't see any sort of separation there.
D for now.
I see no separation there. Marshall is not bad. In my opinion, Marshall is better than Myers Leonard and Jason Tatum. But that's my opinion. Marshall can hit an open jumper very, very consistently. What does Myers Leonard give you over
Marshall. He should be way better than Myers Leonard. He's not.
He is. He is better than Myers Leonard.
I don't know why. I've used him so much. I've tried to use him. I took him over Keith Van Horn. I took him over a few.
Marshall is good.
The guy who was meant to come in as a backup power forward. I used him for one game. Realized he was terrible. And
he is not terrible. You need to use him again. He's fine. Better than Myers Leonard.
Yeah, I bought Kukoc, so it all kind of worked out in the end.
Come on, man.
Marshall. I'm not going to put him lower than this because he does have high rating.
He's good.
AC Green.
Why are you hating on him? Ew.
I'd probably be a bit harsh on AC Green.
You're not.
Because it's not like he's a bad card.
He is a bad card. He can't shoot. He's not a bad card. He just doesn't do anything. Okay, DBG, if a guy can't do anything, then they're a bad card.
Like, in a vacuum, Yeah.
In a vacuum?
So let's say in a vacuum, I take AC Green over Collins.
Bro, yeah, DBG is the funniest dude on this internet. I promise you.
Oh man, this is kind of a tough one because I don't like AC Green. I've liked Collins way more than I like AC Green, but is AC Green better? Yes.
No, he's not.
DeBusschere, A, borderline S.
DeBusschere is S. There's no borderline about it.
Unbelievable defender.
He's S.
That's all you need.
He's S.
He's got clamps.
He's S.
Wide open.
He can do it all. How are you going to put him on the same level as Jason Tatum and Myers Leonard? I have no clue.
What do you need?
No clue.
6'6", which is a problem, but his secondary is small forward.
He can play power forward.
Yes, he's the best card here in A tier.
By far.
DeBusschere is going.
Move him to S.
He is going as
Move him up.
I know he's in exact order, but he's going top.
Move him up.
Christian Laettner. I don't mind Laettner.
If you're asking me who I'm taking between Christian Laettner and Danielle Marshall, I'm taking Danielle Marshall. Christian Laettner's not bad, but
I used him once.
I'm taking Danielle Marshall.
He just kind of did a job.
The thing is, if Danielle Marshall's B tier, Christian Laettner has to be B tier. I mean, they have to be because Danielle Marshall is better than him.
Mainly because I'm more kind of used to Myers Leonard. But if you wanted to argue Laettner was better than Leonard, I wouldn't.
Danielle Marshall is better than Leonard.
Once and he was terrible, but he is a diamond card.
Billy Cunningham. This is a card about him. Like, he's got a 73 ball, a 99, I think, driving dunk. I think if he fits your play style, he has the potential to be an A tier player.
He's got good stats, so I'm gonna have to put him up here.
I think if
Rashard Lewis belongs in A tier.
No arguments there.
Like Kukoc type level.
I wish Rashard had a few more badges, but no arguments. No arguments.
Rashard Lewis is really good. Rashard Lewis is just one of those guys. He's not going to play defense. He's not going to dribble the ball. But just put him standing in the corner. And whenever the defense glitches and leaves him wide open in the corner, shoot the ball.
He's knocked down. Mink.
Pretty much every single time.
He's knocked down. Yep.
So for that reason, Rashard Lewis is getting into A tier.
Better than Jason Tatum and Myers.
Move around some things, but like, there is nobody that's even close to Giannis tier. There really isn't.
Dave's pretty close. Because Dave's a way more consistent shooter, and they both play
nobody
defense.
here that's even.
I think Dave is pretty close to Giannis. Outside of that, no.
Karl Malone.
Ew.
Can hit mid range and can dunk the feature.
Ew.
Like, he's
Malone is bad. He's bad.
Terrible.
He's bad.
But he can't go lower than B.
But just look at the tier list. I mean, you're starting to see some separation. A, B, C, and D should be together in my opinion. I just don't know.
These cards are both awful.
They're both terrible. I would never, ever use either of them. Ever.
Just by putting them. Would I take Zion over them?
Yeah.
I would. I'm going to move Randolph down.
I would.
I would take Zion over both of these, by the way. Zion would be A.
Zion's not A. Relax for a second.
But yeah, this is what we are going with now.
It's fine. So this is okay.
We're our last like 5, and this is where it's getting tricky. Cliff Robinson, I've used him once. I have not used him enough to have a proper opinion on him.
Never used him.
6'10".
No arguments here.
B, I'm not going to argue.
No arguments here. I've not used the card.
I've only used him once. Shane Battier.
He's not bad. I think he at least deserves B tier. I think he deserves it.
He shoots the ball really well. He does not play good defense for some reason. Like his defense is
isn't bad or isn't good. It's not good.
He could lock people down. Like
it would be A tier.
I felt like I could lock people down.
I thought he should. It's Shane Battier, a 3-and-D guy, but he forgot the D, man.
I 110% would have Battier in one of the two above tiers, maybe even S tier, because he can shoot the lights out, and that's kind of what you need in this game. He could be like a slightly better version of that Rashard Lewis.
He could be, but he's not.
Have a single defensive badge, and it's Shane freaking Battier.
That's kind of how I thought about Richard Hamilton, though,
Shane Battier doesn't have a defensive badge?
To be fair.
What?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Dennis Rodman. I can't put him in S, but he's A.
That's fine. I was intrigued to see where he put Dennis Rodman. I was intrigued. He can't shoot, but I was intrigued.
Dennis Rodman's not bad at all.
He can't shoot,
I'm sorry,
though.
He's not. He gets rebounds and pushes the floor. He can shoot from mid a little bit. He dunks really well. He's one of the few players in the game that actually gets defensive rebounds.
It's like, who are you taking, Rodman or Cunningham? I don't know.
Very important.
You know, I don't know.
Can't put him lower than A. I don't think he's a great card.
I don't think you can go lower than A.
He's definitely on the upper. I don't know. He's not as good as DeBusschere because DeBusschere is clamps.
DeBusschere's better than everybody at A tier, and it's not close.
I'll probably put him second to DeBusschere so far in A tier.
I'll take AD over him, I think, but it's close.
Another obvious inclusion, S tier. Bailey Howell. The dude is literally like he's a team like / DeRozan. He's a DeRozan clone.
In my opinion, the best player you can put at the power forward position.
Basically,
he is.
Team clone.
In my opinion,
DeRozan's a team clone.
I don't think I could put anybody above him at power forward.
Ultra good rebounding stats.
He is so nice.
Ball might as well be 99.
He is so nice.
Absolutely madness.
He's so nice.
Absolute madness with this card. Then we got Horace Grant.
He's bad.
Not good.
Horace is bad. I still need to get my blocks to Horace.
Two and worthless here.
This is it. Hey man, Bailey Howell, Giannis. Compare that to my top power forwards, right? They were 1-2. And I think I went to Busher. I don't even know who I put at number 3, to be honest with you. But AD was 5, I think. Marshall was on there. Marshall's the guy I would want higher if anybody. At A tier, I would want, I would probably drop Myers Leonard, maybe even Tatum. But overall, we share a lot of the same opinions. Me and DBG and I truly do share a lot of the same opinions.
We are fairly well distributed. We have 2 in our top tier, 2 in our bottom tier. And they kind of all
I have no arguments besides really Danielle Marshall up.
That maybe deserves to be moved up a spot.
Marshall!
Like
Danielle Marshall, move him up.
I don't mind Battier, but he's just not as good as Tatum.
Can you move Danielle Marshall up?
I haven't used Cliff Robinson enough. I don't like any of those guys in D tier. The 2 guys in worthless here, no one's going to argue. I do not
Can you
like
move Danielle up?
From using them. The C tier guys, John Collins is probably the best of them. I'm not sure if I can put John Collins up.
Move Danielle up.
Guys that are ahead of him. Not bad though. Not a bad card. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it. A little bit of a shorter one.
I wanted him to move Danielle up. He doesn't, but man, huge shout out to DBG. Another very good tier list, Last 2 have been pretty good in my opinion. We share a lot of the same opinions. I do think Giannis and Bailey Howard deserve an S. Dave could potentially be S as well. But that's going to wrap it up. Again, huge shout out to DBG. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. And as always, man, I love y'all and have a blessed day.